Welcome back, ladies and gents, boys and girls. It is 3-Minute Thursday time, although this one's going to be 33-Minute Thursday. Anyway, let's move swiftly on. We are learning the routine, which hopefully most of you, if not all of you, have got it nailed. If not, hopefully you're practicing it and improving it and repeating it and doing it over and over and over again, because that is how you're going to get better at it. Now, as I promised in some previous videos, I wanted to take you through your setup or your preparation of your station, and this can be for shows or it can be for competitions. Now, this is the way I do it briefly, but you will find your way. And the idea with the setup is to make sure that you are set for success, basically. Try and make things as easy as possible for you for picking stuff up or for finding it or for not making mistakes. So I'm going to take you through a couple of little things that I do that help me, especially with the setup that I've got here, because I've got a mess of all other things on the bar top as well. So I'm going to kind of go through the routine slowly, or go through parts of the routine to show you what I do to make sure that I'm not going to mess up or make a mistake, or to make it easy for myself. So let's talk about napkins first. So I've got these two napkins right here. Now normally your napkins will be in a caddy together, square, like this, and in which case sometimes it can be a pain to pick them up. So the best thing to do is have your napkins somewhere overlapping the bar top. Then it's much easier to pick them up and do what you need to do and access your napkins, so you're not fiddling around and you pick up two by mistake or anything like that. So that's your napkins. Next, my shakers. Now for this routine we only need about 3 shakers. But if I look over here, I've got 4, right? Now my 4 shakers, I could put them together like this, but then you've got the risk of knocking them. So I just separate them in a nice way so they're easily accessible in case I drop one, I need to grab another one. Now we're going to talk about my glassware. Now sometimes if you've ever seen me do a competition, I'll have the glassware on the bar top, but in this case I have it out over here, out of the way, facing up, just so I'm going to grab it. That's the position I need it, and then I can roll it, and I'm going to perform the rolling move directly from that. So the same with this glass here. It's in the position which is easy to just pick up, put on my hand, and then perform the move at the end of the routine. The same with the floating shaker trick. It is in a position exactly as I need it. So as I pick it up, it's exactly there and I can perform the move. Also, I've got my ice ball, which is obviously an orange right now, already in its tongs. So I literally just have to pick up and then I can place it in the glass at the end of the routine. Now, if you come back to the station and look at the ice, normally it'd be full of ice in my ice well. But in this case, I have 2 ice scoops. I've already measured the amount of ice that I need in the glass, so that all I do beforehand is do the measure and then I put the scoop there. And then I have backup ice in case some of these ones fall out. And then finally, I have all of my bottles in my speed rail. I have my working Flair bottle, which I'm going to use. I have my pre-made cocktail, because remember at the end, if you've spilled all the other stuff or you haven't poured enough, you can have your cocktail pre-made and pour from that. And I have my exhibition Flair bottles. Some of them are already taped up and some of them not. So we tape up our bottles with electrician's tape, as we call it, which is this, well, electrician's tape. And the reason we tape is to stop the pour spout falling out, is for safety in case the glass breaks. And the way we do this is we just place the tape over the top edge of the bottle and the pour spout, and you just wrap it around nice and tight. And then you can do a few more turns, tear it off, and then your bottle and your pour spout is nicely taped inside, ready for some flair in action. Boom. So when it comes to your setup, find which works for you. Find out where you want your stuff so that it's easily accessible for you. And the more you do your routine, the more you'll realize, well, I need that over there, or I need my jigger over here, or I need to put something else over there. And the more set for success you can be, the more streamlined and easier your routine will be, or your performance or your show will be. It's as simple as that. It's kind of cheating, I know, but when there's no rules in a show, you can prepare yourself however which way you want, and you can set up the bar in a completely unrealistic way to a real bar setup. And that's a good thing about performing shows. You're not working on a real bar, so you don't have to have things set up as if it's a real bar. So try and think about that when you're going to start practicing your routine. Start thinking about the placements of all your items so that you can be set for success for when you perform your routine in front of real people and a real show in a real scenario. So anyway, that is it for this week's 3 Minute Thursday. I hope that's answered a lot of questions on the setup. If you have any more, let me know. Drop me a message and I'll get to them as quickly as I can. And then next week we'll move on to episode number 10. Ha! See you next week.